We have a lot to talk about. From Kaizer Chiefs going to a preseason camp in Europe, to coaches arriving, to Nabi potentially not coming this week. It's a lot. 5 things in total. Let's start with Kingsley Michael. Who is Kingsley Michael? Well, he's a player who is from Nigeria, who's 24 years old, can play as an attacking midfielder, a defensive midfielder, and a central midfielder. So basically everywhere in midfield. And according to Seth Willis of Goal, they are saying that Kaizer Chiefs want to sign this player. Wait, you just said this player played in Europe, did I? Yes, he did play in Europe for Bologna and he got loaned away and he just kept on being loaned around until his contract ended. And now he's free and is available, which means if Kaizer Chiefs deem him necessary as an addition to the club, then they can go out and get him, thinking of the experience that he got in Europe and the potential of him coming to solve some of the problems that we have in our midfield position. I don't know much about the player, so I'm just going to say we will see what happens with this one. And the same Seth Willis is also reporting Nasruddin Nabi is now saying, hey guys, listen here, I'm not coming this week. So what is happening with Nabi is the situation that last night he on Sunday, if you're watching this on Monday, he played the Throne Cup semi-final and he won by 2-0. I'll make a video about his performances and how he set up the team in that game. Stay tuned for that. But he's saying now he heard from his friends that the final is not going to be on the 6th of July as we first heard, but the final might be on the 30th of June. And he says he hopes that he can stay and coach that final, which makes things a bit interesting because all of us were now like, yes, we want Nabi to come in this week, but it doesn't seem like it's gonna happen because already this week it's the 24th. It's Monday the 24th as I'm recording this video. The 30th is on Sunday, so we will see what ends up happening. But you do not need to worry because already yesterday, if you didn't see, both the goalkeeper coach and the assistant coach have arrived in SA. And thanks to Umthokozi Sidube, where far post, we saw the pictures, first of all, of Uta Cruz arriving Sunday early on in the morning. And then number 2, also, I have to say this name right. Ilias Muzuki, who's the goalkeeper coach, also arrived later on yesterday on a Sunday. So there is a goalkeeper coach, there's an assistant coach. So as they are there, they're already, the coach, especially Uta Cruz, is getting the players already because I'm sure he's in constant communication with Nabi. So already there is that thing that is being planted. So worry not, Khosi, Nabi is still coming, and he has confirmed because in that thing, that transcript that Gold wrote, he's saying, yeah, before I go to Kaizer Chiefs, I want to finish up winning the Throne Cup first. So he's definitely coming. It's just a matter of let's wait for him to play the final. Speaking of finals, well, this has nothing to do with finals. But speaking of coaches, Utabang Roy actually thinks that Kaizer Chiefs should not just have foreign coaches or a foreign technical team. His logic is you still need a local coach who's going to keep it local is lekker. And that's a question I have for you. Do you agree with him? Right? Among other things, the questions, other things we're still going to talk about. But do you think this is a good idea to say, hey, let's have a local coach who's going to be, what's the word, a familiar face to the players? But at the same time, I feel like he can be a familiar face to the players, but is he going to be a familiar place to the technical team? Because I feel like this thing of having a bridge between the players and the coaching staff, we trust, let's say Uzwane, for example. If Uzwane is there and Unabi does not ends up not performing, you know who's gonna get blamed? It's gonna be Zwane. They're gonna be like, yeah, it's Zwane who did this whole thing. Zwane was sabotaging the technical team. In my personal opinion, this technical team should be left as it is. Do not add anyone else because the fans think South Africans should be there. No, it's fine. Unabi picked all of these people based on his preferences. So now if you're going to say, let's just add Pure Shabalala because he's a Chiefs legend and he's going to be a familiar face. Nah, I don't buy that. I think the coach should just be given exactly what he wants, and it's fantastic that Kaizer Chiefs have actually done that. Now, to the next story of Uluza Singh. Luther Singh was linked, or we had Hulatuba last week reporting that, hey, this guy might be coming to Kaizer Chiefs. But what happened? Well, before we talk about that, do make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new. And after watching this video, please go to my Instagram, Khosi Nation Fan TV, and follow me. So can we just go and get it to 1,000 like before the season starts, you know, so that I can inbox people, so that I can bring them here for interviews? Because if you're inboxing people with 150 followers, they're like, who is this guy? So please go follow me on Instagram. Now, let's continue and go to the next thing, which is Luther Singh. What happened with him being linked with Kaizer Chiefs? Well, Usnetemba Makongo, where it is Times, reports that Zamalek and another team, what's the name of that other team? Ismaili, they got rejected. There is no mention of Kaizer Chiefs. But the only thing that is being said about Luther Singh is that he might be going to play with Siyabonga Ngezana at FCSP. By the way, can I just pause here for a second and say, the fact that Ungezana goes to FCSP and all of a sudden there is more interest in South African players from the team, that means they were like, Aibo, we've just discovered a gem here. Let's go find more players. That means Ungezana has done so well and impressed them so much to a point that they are now wanting to bring on more players from South Africa. All of a sudden, the FCSP will be like the extension of South Africa. Anyways, I'm not there. So, Chiefs, there were talks that they might be going to Belgium and whatnot. Part of Lemnyandu is now reporting that they are going to Turkey from what's the date again? But I know they are going for 18 days. Yeah, from the 4th of July, I am guessing, until the 22nd, if I add 4 and 18. So they are going for 18 days. I wonder what motivated that. Like, I just want to, I think I'm not saying it's a bad thing and it shouldn't happen. I think obviously it helps the mentality of the players. It's sort of a team building situation. So if it does help the club, if it helps the spirit of the team, they're in Turkey. It's not Turkey, it's Turkey. Huh? Yeah, you say it like that now. They don't want to be called Turkey because it sounds like, you know, the animal. Anyways, they are going there. But what do you think about all of these things? Do you think Nabi not coming right now is going to disrupt the plans? Because the Throne Cup ends on the 30th. Chiefs are going on a preseason tour on the 4th. Let me know down on the comment section below. Go check out this video where I talk about what is Kaizer Chiefs' way. And go check out this video on Khosi Fan Network where I talked to Mandla about some of his and my hottest takes on Kaizer Chiefs. Go check those videos up. And remember to go follow me on Instagram. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time, remember, Khosi, I'll